It's Manchester United against Chelsea this Saturday. It's fair to say that neither side have come flying out of the block. Stevie Nicol is here with our Premier League pick'em. Let's go through the lines then, Stevie. Whose defence would you go for between the two, Manchester United's or Chelsea's?
I'm going to have to go with United. I don't remember a game actually where Chelsea have given me any sort of thought that they actually are a unit. Manchester United, however, at PSG the other night were fantastic as a unit and have been a lot more solid than Chelsea. I think I would have to go with United. If I could steal Chilwell from Chelsea, I would put him instead of Shaw, but you got to go with United. And I actually feel for Chelsea players because Frank has changed the back line so much, not just the back four, but the goalkeeper, that it's been hard to get any sort of cohesion. So I'm going to go with United's defence.
What if I told you that United have let in 12 goals already this season and played one less game than Chelsea, while Chelsea have let in 9 in 5? So Manchester United's defence statistically is worse.
Well, you know, you can always make stats out to suit yourself. I would suggest that as a unit, they've been far superior to Chelsea as a unit. Manchester United's biggest problems have been individual errors, whereas Chelsea, not only have they had individual errors, particularly the goalkeeper, particularly the centre-backs. So as a unit, they have been cut apart so many times. And just because the stats say United have lost more, the reality is Chelsea could have lost twice as many as they actually have. So I guess it's a false positive that United, in my opinion, are the better back line.
You've gone for Chelsea in the midfield, though. Why?
I think individually they're performing better. Again, if I could swap Fernandes into the middle of the Chelsea three, I would do that. Because Pogba hasn't done it. McTominay, when he's played, hasn't done it. Fred hasn't done it. I mean, Matic hasn't done it. You know, Chelsea, on the other hand, in the middle of the park, have done a good job, I think, of trying to stop other teams getting at that Chelsea backline. You can't always do it all the time. And of course, Kante and Jorginho, I think, has been far better this year. And I think Kovacic does a good job as well. And that three actually gives good service to the front three as well. So, listen, I would take Fernandes and put him in instead of maybe Kovacic. But I've got to take one, and I'm going with Chelsea's middle three.
And you're going with Chelsea's forwards as well. You've chosen them in attack too, Stevie.
Yeah, I mean, they've got so many choices. I think Werner's been fantastic since he came in. Havertz has gotten better every single game. Mason Mount on the right-hand side, not only does he do a great job going forward, but he does a fantastic job defensively. So I think that is a lot more than what you get from Man United's front three. I think Man United's front three at the best are sensational, but I think they're a little bit hot and cold. So again, if you give me a choice of stealing somebody, I would stick Rashford up the middle of the Chelsea line and take out Havertz, but I'm not allowed to do that, as I've told you twice before. I'm going to go with Chelsea. I'm going to go with Chelsea's forward line. Plus, look at the options they have. You know, they can bring on Pulisic as well, who for me right now would get in Man United's team, and he's not even playing. So I'm going to go with Chelsea.
So that's 2 check marks for Chelsea, 1 for Manchester United. Let's see if you can balance this out. Which coach, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Frank Lampard?
I am going to go with Lampard. And the reason I'm going to go with Lampard is Ole Gunnar got United in the Champions League last year because he could go and sign Fernandes. Lampard didn't have that luxury. He had to deal with what he had. And actually, Chelsea were up in that top 4 for the majority of the year. Whereas Ole's Man United kind of snuck in the top 4 because they had a great run, yes, but the fixtures were very kind to them. So I'm going to go with Frank Lampard.
Do you think he's still got some work to do, though, to find his best team this season?
Yes, I think he does. And I think he's under a little bit more pressure than he was last year. But again, regardless of the pressure, he did get a side in the top 4 and wasn't able to go and sign anybody. So that's the main reason I'm going for Frank.
All right, give us a prediction then.
Draw 2-2.
We'll find out on Saturday if Stevie's right.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.